Another patch from DICE and another slight disappointment from my point of view. Cheating in Battlefield 5 has become something that everyone has pretty much experienced in one way or another. Maybe you haven't come across a cheater yourself, but you'll have probably heard about someone else complaining about them. Cheating in BF5 has become far worse over the last couple of months, and in this video I'm going to investigate the cheating problem, looking at spectated footage from several dodgy individuals, whilst discussing what exactly constitutes cheating in a video game. I'll then give my opinion and ideas on what DICE can actually do to solve this recent influx of cheating players, and you guys can do the same in the comments below. Cheaters have been in Battlefield for the longest time, and I never really thought for 1 minute that they'd be gone in BF5. Why would that change? The main issue though is the increasing number of cheaters people are seeing, and this climb has seen a spike since the game went on sale just before Christmas. I can't imagine a lot of players are now deciding to cheat on the game because it's suddenly half price, but it's possible that a new cracked version of the game has appeared alongside cheats, leading to this influx of new cheaters. It's terrible seeing this happen to Battlefield, and I really wish DICE did something about it. All things considered, there is a fair amount of fun to be had in BF5, but when a cheater joins your server, it's just time to leave. That cuts many gaming sessions short and causes a lot of frustration, often leading to players logging off and playing a different game. In this video, I've got a few clips sent in from people in my Discord and others from the community. I didn't record them personally, but I have come across a fair few cheaters since the game has come out. A big thanks to Cody Maverick and Furio, and of course Eros, who assisted me with the footage for this video. In the first one from Cody, you can see the cheater wipe players out from over 400 meters away with the Lewis gun, and there's no question that the guy is cheating. Enemies are behind cover, he's locking to them, he's taking them down. So what constitutes cheating in Battlefield 5? Let me know in the comments below what you think. In order to cheat, do you have to use third-party applications? Is using a macro cheating? Is cheating only considered cheating once you break the game's terms of service and actually get banned? It's a really difficult one to define, and although it is clear to see the players in this video are definitely cheating and should be banned, there are a few examples that aren't quite as clear-cut. Let's start out by looking at the definition of cheating in a video game. Cheating in video games involves a video game player using non-standard methods to create an advantage or disadvantage beyond normal gameplay in order to make the game easier or harder. Now that's a bit of a weird one because cheating isn't necessarily a bannable offence if you look at it from that perspective. I remember when I first started gaming, cheat codes were included in the gaming magazines and manuals that could be purchased alongside the physical copy of the game. Cheat codes were a big part of gaming, and although they were almost all limited to single-player experiences, such as the campaign mode on GTA, these cheat codes added to that gaming experience, and you were the only person that could be affected by them. It was pretty cool, it didn't harm anyone. The codes were also implemented by the developers and therefore were intended to be used to enhance your gaming experience. Cheating in an online environment, however, is a different thing. Using a third-party application, a macro, or something that you shouldn't really be using with the game to gain an advantage on enemies that haven't got access to that, in my opinion, is cheating, and you should be warned, and then if you continue to use it, you should be banned. In my opinion, any behaviour that a player may use to get an unfair advantage, and unfair is the key word there, or achieve a target that they are not supposed to, is cheating and a bannable offence. This may be true, but even with a clear definition, you still have to find the line whereby something becomes unacceptable. As I questioned earlier in the video, is a macro cheating? Is using a mouse and keyboard on console cheating? Is downloading an aimbot cheating? Well, of course the last one is, but as you can see, the entire situation is kind of difficult to define and of course even more difficult to monitor. Recently someone explained how to change the graphics quality on Battlefield 5, turning the game's textures down to a really low level similar to that of Minecraft or maybe something like Fortnite or Roblox. In order to do this, you have to play on PC and own an Nvidia graphics card, and although I haven't tried it myself, I can't imagine it would take long to change. The benefits you gain are clear to see, with a massive jump in visibility on all maps. With Battlefield 5 having poor visibility to start with, the benefit you gain over the opposition is huge. Is this cheating? Well, DICE didn't condemn the change entirely, and according to some, they have said they won't do anything to patch it out of the game. It was even possible on BF1, but no one really used it because the visibility was okay on that game, and in a typical DICE fashion, they have just left it alone and hoped it would go away. My stance on this is it's not fair. It shouldn't be in the game. The ball is in DICE's court. They need to sort it out. The players that use this mod, or exploit as I like to call it, well, that's on them. I don't think it's fair, but whatever. There are many things to judge people on in life. I'm not really going to get too hung up on the fact that people are altering their game files if DICE, the people who own the game and develop the game, aren't exactly going to sort it out either. Well, how to ban cheaters? This one is tricky, not just because cheaters are difficult to catch, but once you've caught them, there isn't really much you can do to stop them getting a new account and cheating once again. I think IP bans or linking accounts to phone numbers or credit cards would deter a huge number of players from not only cheating, but being toxic online in general. That being said, I quite like the fact that online gaming is separate from my real life, and having that disconnect is the very reason many players choose to game in the first place. So what's the answer? Personally, I think a really good way of banning cheaters is to have a solid RSP system. This means certain servers will be run by clans and have active admins capable of banning cheating players and preventing them from ruining games. You'd also have DICE official servers running alongside them, and that may still be subject to some cheating, however you'd get the normal map rotation, rules and no interfering admins. This is what we had in Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, and in my opinion it was better than Battlefield 5. Limiting admin powers would be a good start so they don't begin banning good players as they did in the old days of Battlefield 3 and 4, and from that point of view we could have a good balance between both worlds. Right now the only way you can actually deal with a cheater is reporting them through their Origin profile. You can try and link devs on Twitter, but for the most part there isn't much they'll do about it. I really like to think that the people at DICE are too busy to worry about little things like this, but in all honesty it's one of the biggest problems in the game, and they could almost do with a dedicated moderator who goes around banning people or at least checking out profiles that have been reported. I've seen cheaters with hundreds of hours on their accounts, both in Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1 and now Battlefield 5. They're playing until max rank, they're cheating all the way to max rank, and they're not getting caught. Just to finish this video off, I'm going to give my own opinion on cheaters in general. I think it's really pathetic to cheat in an online FPS game. The reason I think this is down to the actual point of cheating in the first place. In a game like GTA 5, cheating, although I do not condone it, can sometimes enhance the gaming experience for players. I'm talking about people who cheat on GTA Online, dropping money for players, spawning in cool stuff. It was fairly funny when I saw it happening, and yeah, it's not ideal and it's not the way the game's meant to be played, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Cheating in order to gain an advantage in an FPS game, however, that is on a different level. Aimbots, wall hacks, these sort of things. They're all over the place and they have been for the longest time. You even see the odd person cheating at esports level, which is incredible. People are willing to cheat in order to get that feel-good factor of dominating an enemy, and that's just sad. So let me know in the comments what you think of this video, what you think of cheating, and just what you think of Battlefield 5 and DICE's approach to sorting this mess out. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.